Well, let's Congressman Tancredo.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, this has been wonderful. Senator McCain may not be happy with this debate, the spirit of this debate. As for a guy who usually stands on the bookend here side and just listens all the time, that's kind of frustrating, in other debates. I have to tell you, so far, it's been wonderful. Because all I've heard is people trying to out Tancredo. It is great. I am so happy to hear it. It is a wonderful thing, and it's a good message.
Actually,
yes, we want to secure the borders.
Our next question is actually directly to you, so let's bring it up.
Let me go ahead and answer that. Next question.
Hammered by competition with imports, our family-owned business struggles each year to find seasonal workers.
We've been working with the seasonal guest worker program, the H-2B program, bringing in and sending home workers every year. With Congress failing to enact a comprehensive immigration and guest worker bill.
I want to know.
You'll get up there, man.
I want to know whether I'll have a job next year.
And what are you going to do to keep these guest workers coming to the U.S. to save our business?
Congressman Tancredo?
Okay, the gist of the question, as I understand it, is what I'm going to do to stop guest workers from coming in here?
No, to help. The small business needs guest workers.
I could not hear that. I'm sorry. Well, I'll tell you, I'm not going to aid any more immigration into this country because, in fact, massive immigration into the country, massive immigration, both legal and illegal, does a couple of things. One of it makes it difficult for us to assimilate. The other thing is that it does take jobs. I reject the idea categorically that there are jobs that, quote, no American will take. I reject it. Now, what they will do, what you can say, what you absolutely can say that is truthful is that there are some jobs Americans won't take for what I can get an illegal immigrant to do that job for. Yeah, that's true. But am I going to feel sorry if a business has to increase its wages in order for somebody in this country to make a good living? No, I don't feel sorry about that, and I won't apologize for it for a moment. And there are plenty of Americans who will do those jobs.
President Bush made a commitment when he ran for president in 2000 and 2004 that he would oppose and veto any tax increase that Congress sent him. My question to each of the candidates is, would you promise to the people watching this right now that you will oppose and veto any effort to raise taxes as long as you're president?
I doubt you can do it, but very short answers, Congressman Tancredo.
Yes, I can. I have the highest rating, by the way, from the American Conservative Union of anybody on the stage. And yes to Grover, because he knows I have the highest rating from the Americans for tax reform.
Thank you. We're going to be playing them throughout the night, some of them out of commercials, some of them during the program, is from Congressman Tancredo.
Hard-working, law-abiding, understand the difference. Because this issue of immigration is one of the most serious public policy issues we face.
What do we do now?
We have got to actually begin the process of assimilating people.
They may not talk to you if they think you're also going to be enforcing the immigration laws.
No more obfuscating with using words like, well, I am not for amnesty, but I'm for letting them stay.
Well, I don't have enough time to tell you all the mistakes I've made.
The Republicans can stop this. That's great.
That's the first of many that we will see tonight. All right, let's have our next question from a YouTube viewer.
Hi, my name is Leanne Anderson, and I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and these are my kids, Evan and Maya. Maya is from China, and we adopted her to give her a better life. We never dreamed that she'd be exposed to lead after leaving China, and now we find trains like this that are covered with lead in our home. My question for the candidates are, what are you going to do to make sure that these kind of toys don't make their way into our homes, and that we have safe toys that are made in America again, and we keep jobs in America?
You have 90 seconds.
So it is illegal to import that kind of thing. The problem is, of course, no one really pays a lot of attention to a lot of our laws with regard to immigration of both people and now, in this case, of course, items, goods, and services. I voted against permanent normalized trade relations with China. This is one reason why. That was never devised simply to be a place for us to sell our products. It was devised to be a place where we could get cheap labor to then import products to the United States. So one of the things you'd have to do, and I certainly would intend to do, was to change our trade arrangement entirely with China, by the way, in particular, but with other countries as well that violate those agreements.
Roman from Memphis, Tennessee, and I have a quick question for those of you who would call yourselves Christian conservatives. The death penalty. what would Jesus do?
30 seconds.
Question is, what would Jesus do? Well, I'll tell you this. I would pray to him for the wisdom and the courage to do the right thing. And I believe that with prayer he would give it to me. And I believe that justice was done in the situations that the governor has explained. And as I say, I look to him for guidance in all those kinds of situations.
Time. Similar